Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where we talk about skincare, grooming, and sometimes hair, so if that sounds like your thing, make sure you are subscribed. Also, come and follow me on Instagram where I post a lot of stuff you're not going to see here on YouTube. Sorry about the background, my vanity is a mess and I just can't be bothered to tidy it right now, there's so much to do, but this is like my ladder of favourite products, so you know, it's going to change sometimes. I thought it might be quite nice to see what I'm loving, see how the brands change around a bit as well. Also, full disclosure, I'm wearing a bit of makeup. I'm trying to cover this dark spot on my cheek. It's a really big one, but I've been asked a lot about how I get rid of dark spots, so this is going to be a tough one to work with. It's going to be hanging around for a while, but I'm going to be documenting exactly what I do. So hopefully in maybe 3 weeks time I'll have a video showing you how I got rid of this thing on my face. And that video will have some of my favourite products of all time, my go-to products. And that kind of made me think about this video concept. I wanted to share with you some of the products that have completely changed my skin forever. Now, of course, the majority of these products are going to be products that have changed my skin for the better. We do have one that kind of changed it for the worse, but only one. I've become quite good at knowing what's going to work for me and what's not. So let's just get into it. Let's start with one of the most obvious ones, and I feel like a bit of a broken record talking about this, but these are pimple patches. No particular brand, to be honest with you. Nowadays you have your very basic traditional pimple patches to your mega new exciting pimple patches with like little needles on. Two of my favorites at the moment, the COSRX one's working on the surface, so I use that when I have whiteheads. The Zit Sticker pimple patches can work a little bit deeper in the skin and help get rid of those really nasty under the skin spots. But in general, the way they've changed my skin is that they've helped me stop picking my spots. We all know picking spots is something you shouldn't do. This is what happens when you pick your spot. So when I feel a spot coming up, when a spot is starting to feel a little bit irritating, the moment I see a spot, I literally run, grab a pimple patch of any kind, pop it on my spot, and that stops me from picking it pretty much for the whole day, which in turn leads to less irritation on my skin, which in turn helps reduce dark spots. So when I unconsciously go and touch a spot or touch my skin, that spot is protected. And this has really helped. Just my skin in general, like I don't have to deal with dark spots as often as I used to because of these. So yes, highly recommend pimple patches in general. Let's move into one that kind of changed my skin for the worse. This is The Ordinary's Lactic Acid 10% Plus HA. I want to try this product for no real reason other than I really like a lot of The Ordinary products. Niacinamide, hyaluronic acid. I have quite a good bit of luck with The Ordinary products. So when I saw lactic acid, it was something that people had asked me about before. I never really tried it. So I thought, why not? I would give this a go. Unfortunately, when I used it in a very basic routine of cleanser, toner, lactic acid, and moisturizer in an evening routine, this instantly stung my skin. And I remember this night so clearly, like the 24 hours. I applied this to my skin. I instantly felt burning on my cheeks here, and then down the hairline down here as well, and a little bit in here as well, and it was like stinging and burning. I was like, fuck, what have I done? And it gave me a red flush that has just stuck around. I remember trying to cool it down with like ice and like the Klairs Midnight Blue Calming Cream, which did help, but unfortunately that redness was just there. I remember going to my parents the next day for a barbecue and my mum being like, why are your cheeks so red all of a sudden? I was like, I'm burnt, I've ruined everything. I've always had a bit of redness on my cheeks. I don't know really what I thought it was, but more recently I was told by a dermatologist that it is mild rosacea. You can't see it very well now because I'm not having like a flare-up kind of time, but a lot of people have noticed, and you can look back in my videos and see a very quick change, literally change overnight from my cheeks from going just its normal color to red. So yeah, I've always had a bit of very mild rosacea, but after this incident, I irritated it so bad that now it's just gotten a lot worse. It's very obvious in some cases. Now, I'm not saying this product is to blame at all, it's not. But unfortunately, lactic acid is a known irritant for rosacea. Had I known that my redness was rosacea, I wouldn't have gone near it. To be honest, it doesn't massively upset me or bother me, You know, I've got blusher on my cheeks, I guess, natural blusher. It's very, very mild. I just have to be careful what I use and eventually I'll monetize it like I'm gonna do with this dark spot. Let's talk about the Nature Republic Aloe Vera Gel. Okay, so this is less about the product and more about my journey. I hate when people say that, but like my skincare journey. But just quickly, the Aloe Vera Gel is actually like a K-beauty icon, a legend. In the summer, I use it as a moisturizer. I find it moisturizing enough. In the winter, I would sometimes use it as a moisturizer. I use it as a shaving cream. I use it to cool down my skin after shaving and plucking. And when I do use it consistently, within a few weeks, my skin just looks like really healthy and like refreshed. But Nature Republic is the brand that got me into Korean skincare. Some of you may know from the little Easter eggs that are usually in the background of my videos, from the pictures of the people I have on my mirror, to the CD that I always have in the CD holder on my wall. To my K-pop collection down here. I'm a huge K-pop fan and have been for over a decade. So when I was in LA a few years ago for work, I saw cardboard cutouts of a boy group called EXO. They were outside this shop, so I was immediately drawn to it. So I went into this shop and it was Nature Republic. I ended up spending like pretty much all the money I had saved for this work trip in Nature Republic. The staff was so helpful. They took me around. I bought like the aloe vera gel was on offer. It was like buy 2 get 4 free or something ridiculous like that. And I absolutely loved the product so much that I became obsessed and addicted to Korean skincare, because the results it gave my skin was something that no skincare had ever given me before. K-beauty has opened my eyes to and introduced my skin to so many different ingredients over the last 10 years that I feel like if I hadn't stumbled across Nature Republic, I wouldn't really know about these amazing ingredients until now, because they've become so popular within the last year. And I do feel without that chance encounter of Nature Republic, I wouldn't be sat here now talking about skincare as passionately as I am. Although I had an interest in skincare, it's K-beauty that really got me into everything to do with skincare. So yeah, without Nature Republic, I wouldn't really be here now, and that's why I always have a tub of their aloe vera gel just lying around. Another broken record kind of product from me is the COSRX, what's it called? COSRX Mela 14 White Ampoule. Another COSRX product, but this is because I think I discovered COSRX very early on in my K-beauty discoveries of brands. And COSRX actually introduced me to quite a few different ingredients I never heard of before. But their Mela 14 White Ampoule is a product I always recommend when people ask me about dark spots, hyperpigmentation, more even skin tone. I'm drowning this dark spot in this stuff. And it's one of probably only like 5 or 6 products that I use, look back at my skin after like 2 weeks of consistent use and think like, wow, that's actually really made a difference to my skin. COSRX do claim that this is a 2-week miracle product. You guys know how I feel about skincare products that are self-proclaimed miracles. But I'm tempted not to argue with that because of my own personal experience with this particular product. With two weeks of consistent use, dark spots, redness is significantly reduced. And it's a product I've been using non-stop pretty much every day, bar a few months, for about 2-3 years now. This was my first niacinamide serum. I've been using it in essences before, but I feel like it's a lot more potent in an ampoule serum. It also contains apple fruit water, 80% apple fruit water, which they claim helps to brighten, even out skin tone, along with niacinamide. And I'm not going to argue with that because I do see the results on my skin. I don't think there's much like research backing it up though. We also have allantoin, which is great for, what's it good for? It's good for dark spots, but also it's a gentle exfoliant, so I can still use this alongside my AHAs and BHAs. But yes, I stock up on this all the time. I've got like 3 bottles in the drawer and I'm going to use them all by the end of the year. This is a product I wish was around when I really suffered from post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So yeah, this changed my skin because I don't worry about those dark spots anymore, because I know this is gonna get rid of them. For me personally, this is a guaranteed. So next up we have another COSRX product, sorry. This is the Cosrx Blackhead Power Liquid. Now, this isn't on the list of products that changed my skin forever because it's an amazing product, it's a good product, but this product is of course a BHA, and this introduced me to exfoliating toners, so BHAs, AHAs, and the concept that BHAs would be good with blackheads. Whilst the Cosrx Blackhead Power Liquid actually contains BHA alternatives, willow bark extract, willow bark water, and betaine salicylate, I believe, whilst both promising alternatives, neither have enough research backing up their effectiveness, I personally found this product work very, very well for me, especially when it came to the blackheads on my nose and even just those like sebaceous filaments. It just made my nose look so clear, and my skin felt so smooth as well. They do a cream version of this. It's kind of crap, I wouldn't recommend it. So from here, I looked into more BHAs with actual salicylic acid in and kind of like never looked back. So when people say what's good for pores, what's good for blackheads, I'm like BHA. But the Cosrx Blackhead Power Liquid changed my skin forever because it's what got me into using the best kind of chemical exfoliator for me, for my skin as an oily person, a BHA. And I think this is a good product to start off with if you want to get in to exfoliating toners, or if your skin's very sensitive, this is a good alternative. And finally, kind of more an honorable mention is the Lush Cosmetics Kohl Face. The Kohl Face Cleansing Bar, looks like a soap, it's not, is the first cleanser I ever used, maybe when I was like 15, 16, that I spent more than like £3 on, if that makes sense. Like, I had enough of Clearasil. I don't want to use Clean and Clear anymore. This was like what I thought was graduating onto a grown-up cleanser. This actually really helped my skin. It calmed down any inflammation, calmed down my acne, it helped with any dark spots, it brightened my skin tone, and it was the product that really got me into looking at my skincare ingredients. And whilst I don't nowadays buy Lush skincare, Lush are very good at introducing people to new ingredients and making people really focus on what is being used in their products. So the Kohl Face actually contains licorice, which helped really brighten my skin, moisturize the skin, and it also has antibacterial properties, so really good for when I was breaking out. Charcoal, of course, is in there to give a cleanse and a very gentle exfoliation. Very gentle. You couldn't feel the grains of charcoal whatsoever. And I could have sworn the old version had like either witch hazel or tea tree in it, had something in it that smelled like that. This is the kind of product that got me into looking into skincare more and appreciating it more, and got me buying more than what was ever cheap or on offer at the drugstore, at Boots, at Superdrug. Unfortunately, Lush has really screwed this one up. They've basically ruined it. They've added synthetic mica, which is glitter basically. Again, no reason to have glitter in a cleansing bar. It's absolutely ridiculous. It actually infuriates me that I can't go into Lush anymore and at least get one thing that doesn't have glitter in it. It's so annoying. Like, it's tacky. Stop it. Looking at the new formulation and ingredients as well, it's got a shitload of essential oils in now. I'm pretty sure it had some before, but not as many. It's got cocoa butter in there, perfume, coconut oil, all things that now I wouldn't put on my skin. Well, not on an everyday basis. But yeah, this is the product that really did change my skin in general, because it got me into looking what ingredients was used in my skincare, rather than just believing whatever the title of the product was. But yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave in the comments down below the one skincare product that changed your skin forever, for the better, for the worse. Let us know. Actually, do one bad, one good. But that's it from me now, guys. I will see you next time.